All right, so interestingly enough, Charlie's Angels is a PS2 game that is a good one to showcase it going from total shit to almost being playable. You can see on the screen at hardware renderer, it's literally rendering like not even a frame a second. So I'm going to press select and start, and because the render is basically like almost crashed, I have to keep hitting select and start on the controller until I can finally get the menu to pop up in between a frame. So hang on, it'll take a second here, but the menu should pop up. Just again, keep hitting select and start on the controller, and eventually that menu will pop up. The game looks like it's crashed, but it's literally just playing so incredibly slow. There it is. Okay, and then I should get my highlight to be able to highlight things. There we go. Again, it's just playing so slow. And then eventually, when I'm able to scroll down, I'm going to switch over to the software renderer. Come on, game, you can do this. There we go. Okay, switch to software renderer. And now you can see, okay, it's starting to play a little bit better, but it still is just not acceptable. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so I'm going to hit select and start again. And the first thing I come into is game properties. The first trick that I do is I tab over to emulation settings, and let's put the cycle skipping to maximum underclock, and then I'm going to increase the frames to 3 frames and see how that does. Come on. Oh, I think I'm back to hardware render again. That's the other thing. It sometimes switches you back to the hardware renderer, so you have to go through, switch back to software again. Again, this is a time-consuming process, and it's kind of annoying, but hopefully the end result will at least be worth it. I mean, the problem is the end result's going to be the shitty Charlie's Angels game, but this is a good thing to know for other games. Okay. Alright, so now we're starting to get somewhere. It's a little bit better. If you look, I have the frame rate turned on, so if you see like in the upper right-hand screen, it still shows red, which is not bad, but not great. Okay, so let's go into that menu one more time. I'm going to go into Game Properties. This time I'm going to go over to the Graphics setting, scroll down here. First one I'm going to change is bilinear filtering. I'm going to turn to nearest. Then I'm also going to come down here and turn on manual hardware fixes and change the CPU frame buffer conversion to on. Once again, it's going to throw me back into the game, and I'll be in hardware mode again, so I have to go through. Yeah, look at this. It runs like shit. So I'm hitting select and start on my controller again to bring back up that menu. Like I said, just keep hitting it over and over. Eventually it'll come up. There it is. Switch back over to the software renderer. Come on. Almost. There we go. Alright, and so now I'm actually seeing white numbers up in that box, which is kind of where I want to be. Not all the time, but it's definitely way more playable. And this is almost an acceptable frame rate for a game that that was completely unplayable before. So again, the tricks that I change, go into Game Properties. I will change the skipping, EE cycle skipping to maximum underclock, the max frames to 3 frames. Over in graphics, bilinear filtering to nearest, and then turning on manual hardware fixes, and also turning on CPU frame buffer. You can also try turning off MIP mapping and turning off trilinear filtering, and that one's already at off. Okay, once again it's going to dump you back into hardware mode, so you have to do the thing hitting select plus start on the controller, and then come down here to switch back to software. Let's see if that helped at all. again, that might have actually helped. But yeah, so you can see that this game went from not being playable to now it is not bad. Other than the fact that it's horrible Charlie's Angels game. Anyway, hope that helps.